Titanfall 2, the follow-up to Respawn Entertainment's slick 2014 multiplayer shooter all about robots raining from the sky, is coming out at the end of next month.
Yes, and they've recently held a few pre-alpha technical tests, whatever those are, so we thought we would jump on, get some early hands-on impressions for you.
Yeah, and our first impressions are, it's pretty much more Titanfall.
Pilot control online. Thermal systems functional. Warning, enemy pilot attacking. Warning, enemy pilot attacking.
This is still a game all about crazy mobility, big robots, and shooting both real players and AI ones until they stop moving.
Yes, it did all feel very familiar, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm typically not a fan of multiplayer when it comes to these fast-paced, COD-like shooters. Kids these days just destroy me online, but I did have fun with the original. The added spectacle of titans, AI grunts, and the superhuman movement always keeps battles interesting. Not to mention they always make me feel like I'm helping and actually playing well, but I'm not.
But there are a few reasonably substantial changes that we noticed. Firstly, there's a grapple hook now that you can equip as a piece of special equipment. And as old mate Banjo always says, every game is better with a grappling hook.
Yeah, I really liked it, and I enjoyed that there was kind of a learning curve to it as well. It takes a while to get used to finding the right distance to deploy it and learning how to use it with your momentum to swing around the levels. It adds a nice extra skill to learn and plays in perfectly with the rest of the game's mobility systems.
Yeah, the Titans also now come in these sort of pre-designed flavors. There are still a few options for customizing them, but they more or less come with pre-built weapons and traits.
Yeah, so there were only two available to try: Ion, the medium-weight electric titan, and Scorch, the heavyweight pyromaniac.
Enemy pilot.
And much like X-Men, they now have special superpowers or core abilities that charge up as you get kills. Ion gets a massive laser beam that shoots from his chest, while Scorch shoots out a wall of fire.
Yeah, I loved that laser beam, and I do like the idea of each of the Titans having their own personality, kind of like Transformers.
Yeah, but part of me misses being able to build and customize my own Titan. Here, I just have to hope that the designers have made one that I click with. That being said, Scorch and Ion were both fun to use, so I'm keen to see how the rest of them play.
Now, obviously these are pre-alpha builds, so they're still super early versions.
Not even a beta.
No, I think this was more a chance for them to really test the servers and all that cloud stuff rather than show off the finished, balanced game.
Yeah, the stuff that is going to go wrong on launch day.
Other than a few notably unfinished things, like the lack of in-match dialogue making the pre-match pep talk seem a little underwhelming, it still all felt pretty polished to me. And the matchmaking was quick, it all ran smoothly, so technically speaking, it was all in good working order.
Yeah, and we only played on the second weekend, so they'd already implemented a bunch of the balance changes and fixes that they got from feedback from the first weekend, so it's good that they're listening to the community and are able to adapt and change the game. But that said, I thought it was all pretty well balanced.
I would like to see the Titans with a little bit more health. I just think they went down pretty quickly.
Maybe just a rubbish pilot.
Probably.
Warning, reactor exposed.
I feel like it's just about right. I don't think you want them too powerful when you're taking them on foot. And they have changed that rodeo mechanic where you used to be able to just jump on a Titan's back and wail on it, but now you can actually rip out a Titan shield battery, and then you can take it and shove it in a friendly one, and that gives it a shield. So that's a cool idea.
Yeah, it is a decent idea, but it wasn't explained very well, and I never saw it in action. Plus, I don't think the map design was quite as good as the original. I mean, obviously we only had a small taste, but of the two maps we played, both of them had big wide open spaces and not a lot of great walls and opportunities to make the most of the movement system. But I am looking forward to seeing how it all comes together in the final release.
Yes, and I'm quite excited for the single player campaign, which apparently will be a little more Half-Life than Call of Duty, so that certainly tickles me.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing this world a bit more fleshed out with what will hopefully be a decent story.
Well, we don't have too long to wait until we find out.
No, we don't.